As an aside, when it was first released in Korea, the difficulty of Profession was more than twice that of today.
Developer bastard, do it yourself!
So the required ingredients have been greatly reduced. Hello, I'm Storyteller. I remember, so you don't have to. After I made the beginner's guide, many people asked about other parts. As a player on the Korean server who played Summoner's War Chronicle first, I compiled additional information that might be helpful. Anything not covered here, I hope you learn by just playing the game. It's fun to learn like that. Number 1. Scroll usage. More users than I expected were contemplating whether to use Mystic Scroll for banners or normal summon. I assure you, use it for pickup banner first. The pickup banner has a ceiling, and if you summon 200 times, you can get the monster with a guarantee. On the other hand, with normal summons, you won't get net 5 even if you summon 500 times if you are unlucky. For reference, when Summoner's War Chronicle was first released in Korea, there was no ceiling on the pickup banner. Many users protested and the 200 summon ceiling was added. Although the Korean players blow hundreds of Mystic Scrolls for summon the Wind Monkey King, but the global server player only needs to use 200 scrolls, so it's really fortunate. Decide after you have enough monsters whether to do a banner summon or a normal summon for the Blessing of Altar. But at that time, you will no longer be a newbie. Number 2. Crystal usage. I assure you, never use crystals for summoning. Crystals should be used where you can definitely grow, not be blown away by gambling. Use crystals in recharge first, such as Kairos, Path of Growth, Repeat Quest, Expedition, where you will definitely get stronger. It is also recommended to purchase tables for professions. It's really convenient to have this, trust me. Number 3. Shop. I know there are lots of free-to-play users, but there are a few products that I definitely recommend buying. With the Premium Pass, you can get even greater benefit from PvE content and PvP content. I recommend both passes, but at least the Summoner Pass if you can't afford it. The Summoner Pass gives you a net 5 every season, which is so important. And Airship. I know that this is very expensive, but I'm not kidding. If you are going to enjoy the game for a long time, I definitely recommend buying it. The aforementioned Profession Table and Airship greatly enhance the convenience of this game. If I go back to a time when these things didn't exist, I will die of frustration. Number 4. Profession. If you want to enjoy PvP, you must raise your profession level. Gems, effect stones, and spellbooks that can be made with alchemy at the master level are more important than anything else in PvP. I will give examples of Master Gem, Effect Stones, and Spellbooks. As you see, this is Master Gem's effect. Woohoo! As you can see, the Master Gem upgrades your monster's spec so high. And this is Master Effect Stone and Master Spellbooks. The difference is so huge, isn't it? Of course, I know how hard for make Profession to master. You will need a credit card to do that in a short time, so it is recommended that you prepare slowly from now on. As an aside, when it was first released in Korea, the difficulty of Profession was more than twice that of today, due to the protest of many Korean users.
Developer bastard, do it yourself!
So the required ingredients have been greatly reduced. There are still a lot of them, but let's prepare slowly together. Number 5. Piece usage. I do not recommend using net 4 or net 5 exchange pieces unless absolutely necessary. The exchange rate is unfavorable, so the more exchanges, the greater the loss. I've only tried 2 times playing this game so far, when summoned by collecting pieces because I don't have Fire Oracle and Water Beetle Knight. So I will tell you how to use monster pieces. If it is your main monster, collect the pieces and awaken it. 15 awakening of net 5 requires 100 pieces. If it is not your main monster, use it to level up the skill of your main monster. Number 6. Power of Ascension. If you climb the tower, you will see the power of Ascension. It consists of Immemorial Power, Summon Power, Alchemy Power, and Celestial Power. To assert, think only Immemorial Power and Summon Power. Immemorial Power increases a summoner's attack, defense, and health. Summon Power increases a monster's attack, defense, and health, which is essential for any situation. Alchemy Power is related to recovery, but there is no need to increase it first. Celestial Power makes certain attributes stronger, but consider it at last unless you are only using a specific attribute for fun. Number 7. Do not use Net 5 monsters only. With Selective Summon, everyone will have at least one Net 5. Especially if you have subscribed my YouTube channel, you will definitely have Wind Vampire. Congratulations, it's a wise choice. But just because you have a Wind Vampire doesn't mean you don't need to raise a Wind Martial Cat. Net 5 without skill level up and awakening is much weaker than Net 4 with skill level up and awakening. Unless you are a whale, there will be no Devilmon and no Breath of Life. Therefore, even if you have a lot of Net 5, it is recommended to use Net 3 and Net 4 as your main monster in the early game. But if you are a whale, disregard all I'm saying and pick the Net 5 what you want and enjoy it. Number 8. Skill. Many users ask about summoner skills and account skills, but you can reset it anytime, so try anything what you want and make your own setting. Number 9. Soul Link Control. One last important control. We call it Soul Link Control, and it is a way to use skills as efficiently as possible. I will take Fire Priest, which many newbies use, as an example. If you link Fire Priest and use Invincibility, you will only be able to use it twice because Invincibility costs 5 mana. However, if you don't use Soul Link and make the Fire Priest use Invincibility herself, and change Soul Link after it, you can use Invincibility 3 times. Like this. This control was used to take advantage of the fact that mana is consumed when switching to Soul Link even if the skill is already on cooldown. This is an important control even in real-time arena, so run it. Anyway, this seems to be the end of the guide necessary for newbies, and it is recommended that you learn the rest while playing the game. If this video was helpful, please share with others. So take a long look. Goodbye.